Hi, Assalamualaikum. Today, before I start my video, I would like to ask you all a question. Who is Umar? Umar is the man who was so great that Prophet SAW said about him. Umar also someone who is admired by both Muslim and non-Muslim alike. In fact, Michael Hart he actually wrote in his book the 100 most influential people that Umar ibn al-Khattab was number 52. Now, what are some qualities we can take from Umar ibn al-Khattab radhiyallahu ta'ala? We could take from his humility, we could take from his bravery, and take from his ability to distinguish truth from falsehood. So, to be specific in this video, I want to share with you guys stories on how Umar ibn al-Khattab challenged the infidels of Quraysh to prevent him from migrating to Medina before he turned to Islam, and how can Umar be the second caliph. So we start the story from Umar, about Umar challenged the infidels of Quraysh to prevent him from migrating to Medina. Umar would gladly respond to Prophet's call to immigrate to Yathrib. After saying Umar made the decision to immigrate, he took a sword in his side, then he grabbed the bow and grabbed it by his leg, held an arrow in his hand, and made his way to the temple. At the time, the Quraysh men were relaxing on the side of the temple, gazing at Umar's presence. In such a situation, they didn't dare come near, let alone and just go. Sayyidina Umar performed 7 times with patience but calmly, ignoring the Quraysh disbelievers who watched him. After completing the tawaf, he went to Ibrahim's tomb and offered a prayer. At the end of the prayer, Umar stood on the side of Ibrahim's grave and uttered harsh words to the Quraysh infidel, saying, Allah Almighty will not destroy the face of man in this world except the face of the clan that are hostile to the religion of Allah. Whoever is able to make his mother alone because of the death of the child, to have their children orphaned by the death of the father, to be able to make his beloved wife widowed by the death of the husband, let us take up arms behind this hill. Sayyidina Umar's challenge to the Quraysh leaders who saw Umar's presence with the sword turned out to have devastating effect on their hearts. The first time they heard of Umar's great challenge, they were stunned without anyone daring to answer Umar's challenge to arms. From a physiological point of view, Umar's way of challenging the Quraysh is the style of a warrior who is ready to die, making the Quraysh weak. They remained silent even though Umar had condemned as a trick to be destroyed by Allah Almighty. In a state of desperate Quraysh, Umar asked them to carry weapons. So we go to the next story, is how Umar becomes the caliph. In the 13th year of Hijrah, in the year of 634 Hijrah, Sayyidina Umar Al-khattab was appointed the second Islamic caliph. His appointed was suggested by Abu Bakr before his death. The other companions followed Abu Bakr's suggestion that Umar was the right choice to become a Muslim leader. Islam is so glorious under the Umar government. The colony of Muslim was also expanded to Europe and more than the half. During Umar's rule, Islamic power grew rapidly. Islam took over Mesopotamia and part of Persia from the hands of the Sassanid dynasty and took over Egypt, Palestine, Syria, North Africa, and Armenia from the Roman Byzantine. History records many great battles that preceded this conquest. At the Battle of Yarmouk, which took place in Damascus in 636 Masihi, 20,000 Muslims defeated the Roman army, which reached 70,000 and put an end to Roman rule in Southern Asia. Other small Muslim forces gained victory over the Persian army in a larger battle at the Battle of Qadisiyah in 636 Masihi on the Euphrates River. In 637 Masihi, after a long siege of Jerusalem, the Muslim forces finally took possession of the city. Sayyidina Umar was given the key to enter the city by priest Sophroniscus and was invited to pray in the church of the Holy Sepulchre. Umar chooses for prayer elsewhere so as not to harm the church. 55 years later, Umar Mosque was erected in his place of prayer. Last but not least, during the reign of Umar Al-Khattab, important departments have been established. He also obliged zakat on horses. The Islamic calendar was introduced by Umar according to the year of the pilgrimage. In fact, the collection of Quranic texts also began during this period. As Umar was aware of the increasing number of martyrs who died on the battlefield, so much progress has been made during the reign of Sayyidina Umar. So that's all for this video. So don't forget to like and share my video, and I hope you enjoy my video. So thank you. Assalamualaikum.